Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hip Horse. I'm Tommy D. I'm along with Johnny Lowe. We're talking the Maker's Mile today. And man, exciting race today. Always one to look forward to for 4-year-olds going a mile on the turf at Keeneland. Opening day was Wednesday, Johnny. Exciting time of the year. Maker's Mile. Talk to me. Who do you like here?
Yeah, it's been a good couple days of racing so far at Keenland. We had the rain yesterday. I'm not exactly sure what the weather's going to play like tomorrow. That could play a role in it. Um, but this year's Maker's Mile is just loaded with talent. We've got a few horses coming out of the Shoemaker Mile here. We've got Raging Bull, the winner, who was just so impressive winning the Shoemaker Mile at Santa Anita. He blew by that field. He ran an unbelievable time, 132 and change. Uh, he was 5 wide coming into the stretch, and when Rosario asked him, he just answered the call. He's 9 to 5 morning line. I mean, what can you really say about a horse? He's beautifully bred. He's by Dark Angel, Irish bred horse. He's French bred with an Irish stallion and U.S. mare. So he's well cultured, I guess you could say. He's definitely from multifacets of the game. But his breeding does go back to the Northern Dancer line, and Northern Dancer line in this race has been really, really good. The last couple of years, it's been the Mr. Prospector line with Delta Prince and Heart to Heart, but American Patriot, Jack Milton, 2017, 2015 renditions, they were both by Warfront. We've got Data Link that was by Warfront in 2012, Wise Dan in 14 and 13. Even though it's a Stormcat line, that goes back to Northern Dancer as well. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last I don't know, 9, 10 renditions. Northern Dancer has been a line you want on top. So for me, I'm definitely going to focus on those horses. The 2 Mr. Prospector line horses are the 1 Hembry and the 5 English B. I think they're just stepping up in class. It might be a little bit out of their league at this point, although they're both coming off of pretty nice races. I just think this might be a step that they're gonna need a little bit of luck in this race to win. Um, Chad Brown has another horse in this race that also ran in the Shoemaker Mile. He had kind of a hindered trip actually down the stretch. He was stuck on the rail, and there wasn't much Irad Ortiz could do with him, so we didn't get to see the best run out of the horse. That's going to be the 8 Without Parole. He went into the gates as the 2-1 favorite. He's from Great Britain, bred in Great Britain. He's by Frankel. Frankel's by Galileo. This goes back to the Sadler Wells line, which is a Northern Dancer line on top. Underneath, you've got Without You, Babe, who's by Lemon Drop Kid Broodmare. Lemon Drop Kid's a Mr. Prospector line through King Mambo. That's a big turf line here in the United States with Lemon Drop Kid. So he's regally bred as well. He's got the right X top line, or I'm sorry, Y top line, if you will, for me anyways. And if he goes off at 5-2, I think that's a pretty good price. The guy that owns him, John Gunther, I do believe he's the one that bred Justify, so that's not a bad stable. And on the outside, another horse that was in that race was War of Will. War of Will pretty much caused all the problems for No Parole, and down the stretch, he was a length behind the leaders, and he ended up finishing 2.25 behind 3.25 behind Raging Bull. But he is by Warfront. He's out of a Sadler's Wells mare. Visions of Clarity. I think his breeding screams turf. He's 0 for 5 on the turf with a second and a third in his career, and he's never won on the turf at the distance. But I think coming off that layoff running as well as he did in that last race, and he's gotten decent work since then, I think the horse definitely has a chance to show up here, and especially with the pace scenario, they're taking the blinkers off. I think with the blinkers off, he kind of likes to go to the front a little bit more. I think he's going to be up there towards the front, and if it's not a really heavily contested pace when they hit the stretch for home, he's probably going to have a decent amount left in the tank. If he ran third to complete the trifecta, it definitely wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny was talking about War of Will here just for a quick second. Winner of the Preakness. I believe we put that out in one of our Preakness videos way back last year. So nice call on that. But War of Will, I remember having a conversation with you, like you said, just wanting to go to the turf. So now getting that opportunity. And there's not much speed in this race at all. So I could definitely see War of the Will. And Mark Casse never winning this race is something that he wants to add to his repertoire of wins. So I don't love War of Will, but I could definitely see the class play there. You know, I'm on Chad Brown here. Chad Brown and Chad Brown. You know, I think it's going to be a Chad Brown exacta, Raging Bull and Without Parole. Last time you liked Raging Bull. You got the win. I liked Without Parole. I didn't get it. But Without Parole didn't have the best trip last time, Johnny. So with trouble in that last race, it did go off as the favorite for Chad Brown between the two horses. But after that last race, off the bench, Raging Bull, you know, Rosario had this horse just wrapped up coming home. And between the two, I would go Raging Bull, but without Parole with a better trip, I think might have a shot to get the win here. Maybe a couple horses to take a look at underneath. One horse is Next Shares. Talk about a horse that likes to win at a price. Baltus has this horse tuned up. I think this horse came from the clouds last time. Closed in. It was way too far to catch Raging Bull, but it cruised past everybody else, Johnny. So Next Shares, and you get Johnny V aboard. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
So Johnny V's board has won this race twice. He's actually won it over 20 years ago, believe it or not. Hall of Fame jockey Johnny V won it in 1999. So it's going to be interesting to see that. I guess he's got that under his belt. And the other one is English B, would be the other one I'm looking at. Second in the Wise Dan. Coleman Farms, you got Graham Motion. Also another horse that came out of nowhere last time to get a nice second in the Wise Dan grade 2. So maybe two horses I like maybe as a price to get in the mix there. But, man, it's going to be hard to beat Chad Brown here, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I might be a chalk-eating weasel. I think that Raging Bull is probably going to he might mow these horses down again. I feel like that horse is just in the prime of his career right now. At 5 years old, he was a later foal. He was born in May, and I just seen him run in California a couple times when he came out and he won the Hollywood Derby, and then he came back out and won the Shoemaker Mile. It's just seeing the kind of physical specimen that horse really is, and he got unlucky last year. He was running against Bricks and Mortar. I mean, who name a horse that beat Bricks and Mortar last year? You know, nobody, obviously. So, so for me, just looking at that horse and just seeing how he's matured and knowing that this is probably going to be his big year, and he just loves the mile distance. I think Rosario's he's going to be in the catbird seat with this horse. He's going to sit back and hope for a little bit of pace and hit the stretch. I think we're going to see if he can catch the front runners.
Hey, well, there you go. Wish we could give you a little bit more prices here, maybe a couple underneath to play for you. But it looks like Chad Brown is going to do his Chad Brown things, Chad Brown ways, like he's been lately in some of these races, Johnny. So I guess we'll see what happens. We're taping this on Thursday night. This race will be going on Friday, July 10th. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. We appreciate you watching. More videos to come on the Hip Horse.